We have really been looking forward to this review. In Gainesville, Florida, at Sunshine State RVs, we got to borrow one of these.
Okay, Mike, are you ready for this?
Holy cow.
You're gonna have some fun in this one.
Tell me about this, Nick.
So, when you want to take it to the hilt, that is what this is. This is the brand new Storyteller GSV Hilt. So this is 27 feet long, has liquid springs. This is one of the most capable expedition trucks on the market anywhere. And it's made by Storyteller, which has a phenomenal reputation. They just released it this year, and since then we have sold dozens of them. I mean, people just absolutely love them.
So this really will go anywhere, but yet it is an RV.
It is a full-blown RV with a ton of lithium, 1,000 watts of solar. You got a four-door truck. You got liquid spring suspension. You got black. I mean, everything you want in an RV, this thing has. I mean, look at the lights. I mean, I bet you can see this thing from outer space. This thing is it's so bright.
What does it have for lithium? And
it has lithionic system, so it has a big lithionic system. It has a ton of solar. I mean, the air conditioner can run for days. Huge tanks. I mean, everything you can imagine that you want in an expedition truck, this Hilt has. So I can't wait to see you and Jen and Bo get in this thing, explore a little bit.
Gosh, Jen, you can drive.
You know, Nick, I might have to have words with you because I can see that this is going to go to the top of Mike's wish list.
Yeah, every boy wants to play with this Tonka truck.
Okay, Nick, so because I know he's going to want this,
yes.
What's the cost?
Well, so we don't want to talk cost because I want it to be on the top of his list. No. So Storyteller actually is a very unique company in the way they do their pricing. They have one price for every dealer all around the country. There's only one price you can buy this thing for: $446,322.
It's under $500,000.
It's under $500,000. That's a great way to look at it. That's why me and you are friends.
All right, we're going to go try it out, and we'll do a full review as we can as we test this thing out. We'll get Bo, and off we go.
I can see it now. We sell our house and we live in the Storyteller.
I'd have to sell a couple houses to live in this thing.
Yeah, maybe 2 houses, but we'll do it. And the truck, too. No, not the truck.
Sell the farm. What do they say? Sell the farm, right?
That's it.
Is that what we're selling the farm for? Let's sell the farm and get a Hilt.
All right.
All right. Do not take it to the Hilt, though. You can just take it, just not to the Hilt. There you go.
Okay, Gear, what's it like riding in this thing?
I cannot believe how comfortable this is. This is like one of the most comfortable RVs I have ever been in. I imagined it riding like a truck, but maybe because it has all the weight, it's comfortable.
It's a beautiful rig.
It certainly is. Don't get your heart too set on it there, sir.
324 miles on a full tank of gas. Nice big screen. It's kind of like an iPad in portrait mode.
And then there's the crawl through space.
Now, you know, the one thing, there is no direct access in the back. There is a little cubby hole that'll open, and that's what we would have open for Bo to be able to see us. I'm liking this Hilt.
Well, I can see. I knew you would like it as soon as I saw it. I knew it would be love at first sight.
So we're going to take this over to the campground and just sort of hang out there for a while. We're going to go outside and do an outside tour of this thing, and then we'll get inside and let you know what we think of it there. Let me get Bo out of here. Steps come down. And here you go, Bo. What do you think of your new vehicle, huh? All right. So there it is on our campsite. Let's start with our exterior tour. And let me say, first of all, let's not call this an RV. Storyteller Overland calls this an adventure truck. It is on the 5500 Ram chassis. It has a 6.7 liter diesel engine and a 52-gallon fuel tank. Now, one of the things I want you to be sure and notice about this is the suspension system on this. Now, remember, this is meant for overlanding, and the suspension is just amazing. Let me show you in here. Can you see this? This is called liquid springs. And it does all of those calculations 1,000 times per second to give you the smoothest ride, whether you're off-road or on the city streets. It's a full cab, and I need to talk to you about this material that it is made out of. This stuff is just amazing. The body of this thing, this stuff right here, is vacuum infused, and it is a composite material with carbon fiber and Kevlar. That's what they use for bulletproof vests. Kevlar reinforcement. It's really cool, and when you touch it, it doesn't feel like fiberglass, doesn't feel like metal. It's pretty solid stuff. In terms of storage, this is pass-through storage. You can get a lot of material here. Automatic light that comes on. Secure latching system on this. I like that. On the back, you can mount all sorts of stuff on here. There's lots of extra equipment so you can hang things or store them. Extra tire. These are storage boxes that you'll hang from here so you can carry extra fuel, extra water, whatever you want on it. Coming around to the back, this is the other end of the pass-through storage. Here's your fresh water connection, and by the way, 120 gallons of fresh water on this thing. It comes with its own filtration system too, so it's an internal filtration. You don't have to run any extra filters or anything like that. Smart plug, 30 amps, right here. If you're going to be, someplace where there's power to come in. But here's your diesel. These are full cab, crew cab type materials, seat belted, really nice leather seats. We showed you all of that stuff. This is a pretty high step. Can you see that? That's a 2.5 foot step up. It's like a real truck. It is an adventure truck. These steps fold out when you open the door, and they fold in when you shut them. Don't call this the RV part. This is called the mobile living quarters. Let me show you a couple of other things about those living quarters. I want to show you the subframe. This is what is called a zero torsion subframe, and it allows independent movement of that box, that's the living quarters, from the chassis. So as you're driving down rough roads, it's not going to add a lot of stress. It's not going to, you're not going to have a lot of breakage. It's going to ride fairly comfortable. Really nice torsion suspension with that subframe. What about power for this? Well, lithium batteries, 6.8 kilowatt hour lithium battery system, a 3,000 watt inverter, not one, but two 3,000 watt inverters, and up on the roof, 1,325 watts of solar. This thing, you don't have to plug it in. You can run your air conditioning all night long. The alternators on that big 5500 Ram engine charge those batteries very fast. And of course, 1,325 watts of solar, if you have some sunshine, are going to keep that thing topped off. You can run your AC all night long before you have to think about your batteries getting down a little bit. And then you just start the engine and it'll charge them right up. Or if you're out in the desert or someplace where there's a lot of sunshine, with 1,325 watts of solar, they're going to be topped off very quickly.
This is certainly unique. The mobile living space, and then there is this door that takes you to the cab space. When you're driving, this door is supposed to be securely latched, but you've got 3 seats back there and then the 2 seats up front. But very interesting.
Bo could sleep in there.
Yeah, he could.
When you're stopped, you're not supposed to have it open when you drive.
No, when you drive, this is not to be open. I'm surprised there isn't a way to fasten it, but there isn't.
Well, you just lock it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Over there, you mean? Yeah, the other end.
Right. And since we're here, here's a ladder that you hook up, and you have a queen-size bed here.
It's a loft.
Yeah, I like that window and screen over there. I picture my head there looking up at the stars and the sky. And cross ventilation. There are 2 windows that open umbrella style, and they really open big. You've got a good blackout shade. Now, this mattress doesn't look very thick, but there's padding underneath it. I think you'd sleep comfortably up there. So it looks like we have some storage. If I lift that up, I have storage, a power tower. Let's come up. There we go. One there, and the air conditioning vents up here, the fan that you can open up. Obviously, your controls.
We should show everybody these controls because they're pretty cool. Freshwater tank levels, your gray tank, your battery systems. As we're set now with all the lights on and the heating system and everything running, we can run for almost 2 full days. Just with the batteries. That's pretty amazing. Climate control, you can see you want to run your furnace through fuel, which would be diesel, or electric, or both. Fan speeds, eco or comfort, magic climate on and off, and that just kind of balances things off. We have the interior temperature now at 63. I have it adjusted for 64. These are just really nice screens. And then your lighting controls are all here. You can have it preset for however you like, what lights you want on. The bath, there's a master dimmer here. You can dim these things. It's pretty cool. So there's all your systems, and there's some of your settings for, if you want to have it kilometers per hour. If you go up into Canada or something, you can change everything that way. So that's your main system, and you can turn everything on or off through here. Pretty simple to operate.
This door is fun. It makes me think I'm on a ship.
Well, you might as well show them that. That's
Okay.
the bathroom.
I like this, the light panels to get through. It opens easily. Open it up. And the first thing you notice, you have a cassette toilet. This is a wet shower. You know that. You look down, you see the drain and the floor. And eyes go up. We got the shower head, which is good. And the cover on the toilet paper. A nice sink. Soap dispenser. And your water. Again, you've got the little clothesline that goes across. I always think of the Hilton from the old days. We go there.
The hotels, yeah.
The hotels.
But you dry wet clothes and towels and stuff, yeah.
A vent in the bathroom, which I think is a must. 2 light fixtures, not just one, 2 lights in the bathroom. And a little bit of storage area up here. Let's pull this. I guess I better get in to get some leverage. And we lift up, turn. I got to turn. Good thing I didn't get too much leverage. Rip that thing right off. Okay.
Yeah, not much, but
that's better than none.
yeah.
So, like that. And this hooks over here, so
Oh,
you
your
could
clothesline, yeah.
hang quite a few things in here. We've got our shower curtain, all nicely folded up to the side. Got some elbow room in here. That's good. You can take
And
your
it's
shower.
6. Look at the height. You are 5'8", 5'9". You've got, well over 6.5 feet of
I think
of
a
room in
person
there.
that's 6'2"
Oh, even more, I think.
could nicely be in here without having to duck.
I think I read
Going
6'5"
in and out.
is there.
Yeah. So, this is hot and cold for the shower. That's what this is. I was thinking soap, but I see hot and cold. So our faucet for the sink, and then our control for the shower. So,
All
is
right.
that toilet? Got everything we need. Watch your step when you go out. Pick up your feet.
It does seem like a ship, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, let's do this side, and we'll come back around.
Well, okay, start at this side. Well, the first thing I notice is the air conditioning unit. How it
Yeah.
sits right up
This
there.
is the Coleman Mach super quiet air conditioning.
It's so wonderful that these air conditioning units are quiet now. Then we go to the
Microwave convection oven.
convection oven, plus also an air fryer.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever you need.
And just a little thing, but it's always nice to have that up high like that.
I
Right?
like it up high.
It's not huge, but it's enough for a couple people to warm up stuff.
We've got our refrigerator.
6.7 cubic feet of refrigeration and freezer space.
Nicely built. Looks like it would hold things securely.
Here's the freezer.
pull that one out. Good size
Lots
freezer.
of room. Lots of room for frozen food. Yeah.
Oh, is that a fan? Yes, that is. That's a
Yes.
fan back there.
Yeah.
That should be mandatory.
That should be mandatory on every RV refrigerator should have
to
a
have
fan.
that fan. If you're looking for an RV, if a refrigerator, that fan, try to get one.
Yep.
So refrigerator, freezer, and what is this? Ah, a wardrobe. We've got a rod up there, and it looks like we have shelves that will drop down.
Yep.
So
Or you
if
can
you
keep it
wanted-
as, for hanging, or you can just bunch your clothes up. Lots of room. It's dark in there.
Yeah, you could, if you wanted, well, you could put food in there if you so inclined. You can adjust this, and that will work.
Now here's
Nicely.
the second sleeping area. It's a dinette, first of all. A very spacious dinette, by the way. Room for all of us to sit down.
And the first thing, you're going to lower that, doesn't hit your knees. This is a nice height,
Yes.
good height. And this is comfortable, very comfortable.
Yeah. It is. So this makes into a queen size bed. And that gives you a queen size bed here and a queen size bed up in the loft area.
Oh, another ceiling fan. So we have 2 ceiling fans in here.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yep. Inducted AC right there. The windows. Let's take a look at here. I'll just use this one right here.
Okay.
I'll show this window. Well, actually, I'm not going to open it up because it's freezing rain. There's Bo out there. So this latches very securely. Remember, this is meant for off-road use, and there's a lot of rough roads. So you have to latch it here, 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 and then on both sides. But this will go out as far as you want. Little hydraulic arms, and you can lock it in. So you have lots of cross ventilation in that window, and nice shades.
There we go. Wait.
That
You can
is
just
solid.
feel that the cold air
Yeah.
is out there when you pull that down.
We mentioned that when I did the outside tour, I said there was a water filtration. Here's purified water, drinking water.
I'll lift this up.
Nice big country-style sink.
And this is substantial. It's not flimsy. So we've got a big sink, nice faucet, the water.
We've got another
Okay, I want to.
tower of power here.
What I want to point out is, you put your dishes here, it drains. So you could set your dishes here, and that water would drain into the sink. I've not seen that before, but I'm sure others have that. 2 burners.
Inductive burners.
Oh, let's.
Very
see.
nice.
I don't know.
Those are large
Did I-
inductive burners.
No,
Nope.
that doesn't go there. I've just been looking at that. I wonder
That might do it. I don't know.
that might do it. Let's
I
see.
think that's probably for the bed, but you can try it.
This is heavy.
There's no reason to cover this up.
Well, if you wanted
you can
for a
move it out of here.
workspace.
Oh yeah, if you
Oh,
wanted
it
to move
comes
it out.
out.
Yeah, if you wanted to take it outside, for
Okay,
example.
I'm just going to see, but I think this goes here.
Yep.
And it does. If you wanted a workspace,
Yeah.
you're good.
And it'll actually, you can remove that.
Yes.
All right.
I think, yeah, that works
Why don't you take it
beautiful.
off because we've got it technically on here, and I'm going to turn it
Okay.
off. Now it's on. So easy to control. And now it's off.
And I like the fact that you can lift it out, because a lot of people don't want these burners
Yeah.
all the time sitting there.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Wastebasket.
Wastebasket. Good way to contain your...
So you mentioned patio stuff. I love these latches. These are all latches. You just put your finger in and pull it out.
Ooh,
Look
deep.
how deep that is.
And nice quality wood. I wouldn't expect anything else. But,
Yep.
yep, so we've got our big, deep drawers.
These are very deep.
Very, very deep.
Yeah.
So, same thing, I think, 2 on each side. Oh,
Small little one. Maybe
Yeah.
your utensils and stuff.
but you've got storage.
Let's look up here. This is storage, wraparound storage all the way around the back.
Yes.
And you see these lights are interfering with our camera, but I won't try not to show them. But there's a little locking system. You just push them.
And up it goes. It's
Insulate's
padded.
padded.
It's padded.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
Padded back
quite
and
show
front.
that. That is all padded.
You know, that is super cool with the black. But
Yeah.
I would like it more creamy white.
Yeah.
So that I could see things better.
There's that latching system. You just basically
Oh, look
put
at
your
the
finger in there.
springs on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Substantial. You know, this would break on most RVs.
Yes.
But you have an amazing amount of storage, overhead storage on this thing.
So many places to store things. We cannot leave here without talking about how cool this is.
Oh, the backsplash.
This is just too cool.
I have been a big fan of Story Overlanders since they started. I think they started about the same time we started or shortly afterwards. But isn't that cool? This is like, it's not metal, but it looks like it is. But it's just a really nice little map.
I think that should be a backsplash for all RVs because we travel all over, and I wonder if somebody could do that. I could see somebody making states. Or it would be fun.
Yeah.
And as long as we're admiring this sort of thing, look at the floor.
Yeah.
It's an attractive floor. It looks good. You've got the one step that goes up for the sitting area, but it should be nice.
It is indeed nice. So, what do we think of this thing?
All I gotta say is, this is a keeper. This
Yeah.
is unique, well designed, solid, substantial, quality. It's a keeper.
Now, obviously, this is not for everybody because it costs a fortune, a bloody fortune. But it's worth a bloody fortune because you could live in this thing. But if you are a serious overlander, if you are a serious boondocker, and you really have had it with being in crowded campgrounds, this will let you get away from it. I mean, I can just see this. Wouldn't it be nice to sleep under the stars and on this loft here and be able to look up at the stars at night?
It would be fun.
I'm talking myself into this, Jennifer. What am I going to do? All right, what could they do a little differently? You thought that the black on the interior,
Inside.
the black in the interior of the cabinets, these are not big points, folks. But we always have to have something to suggest. Okay, what else? It's kind of a super, super small microwave convection oven, air dryer, but you don't need a lot. What else?
Well, it's hard to find something not to like. I like the finish and the latch on the
Stainless
refrigerator,
steel?
of that fan. Manufacturers, please put a fan in those refrigerators. Build it in.
Big
Please,
plus,
please,
Storylander
please,
over.
please.
You guys know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of cassette toilets. That's a personal thing. I understand why they did that. It's easy. I would prefer a black holding tank, with a real toilet. But in the light of being off grid and overlanding, I can see why that's.
Yeah, you're not carrying all that water. You're not,
Yeah.
You're not carrying all that waste.
Yep.
So the weight of it.
Lots of fresh water. You can take long, fresh showers while you're boondocking. Big plus, of course, that massive 1,325 watts of solar on the roof, 16 point something K lithium batteries. That's a huge array of lithium batteries. You do not have to worry about running out of power on this thing. All right, so I think we give it 2 thumbs up, each of us, and then I'd add another couple thumbs to Story Overlander and the Hilt.
All I got to say is, Mike, you may not sell our house to buy this.
I need 2 houses to buy this, but I'm thinking it. I really do like this. Mm-hmm. I would give up all of our RVing for something like this, and to be able to boondock as much as we want would be awesome. All right, we are Mike and Jen. What do you guys think of this thing? Use the comments below. And please do us a favor, and subscribe to the RV Lifestyle channel right here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up on the video, if you will, and click the bell icon. Then you'll be notified when we have new videos online. All right, I guess we can't keep this one, huh?
No.
Maybe we could call Nick and tell him, Nick, it's raining out. We need 3 or 4 more days to shoot it. Wish we could. All right, see you guys down the road.
Happy trails.